So let's talk about the Romans, shall we? More specifically, their expansion through Italy, starting with the Etruscans.
Amazingly, the Romans weren't the first people on the Italian peninsula. The Etruscans got there first.
After years of Roman around the Mediterranean, when Ennius and his people finally settled down, it was barely the Rome we knew today. It was just a small village.
At first, the Romans started out with small conquests. Things like the theft of the Sabine women, setting up a civilization, and just, setting up kings and that fun stuff. By the way, the kings were Etruscans as well.
Then things got serious around Tarquinius Priscus when he became king. And the Romans decided to give the Etruscans the boot.
Yeah, this one. This boot. Yeah, Rome kind of got into what I suppose you would call a defensive war. I mean, it was just one of those things. And yeah, they ousted Tarquinius Priscus, attacked the Etruscan city of Veii, and in general continued being the greatest neighbors of the age.
Ouch. Thus did Rome get bigger, doubling their acreage after they successfully invaded the Etruscan city Veii and securing all trade on the Tiber River. This was the beginning of the Roman-Etruscan Wars.
And, big surprise, Rome started having problems. As they took over new lands, they acquired new people. Sometimes as property, sometimes as citizens. In both cases, the rights and privileges, as well as the definition of what a citizen was always in question and constantly changing.
The Romans, however, turned out to be very good at integrating people into their society. And because of this, they found themselves with an enormous and loyal population and a correspondingly large army.
This was, of course, an important part of their expansion. With such a large standing army, the Romans were eventually able to defeat just about any adversary. This, combined with their versatile troop organization, made them invincible. Well, except to Hannibal, and it's well known that exceptions are made to military geniuses for personal health reasons.
There was also the Pyrrhic Wars, where the Samnites and King Pyrrhus of Epirus took opportunity on a Roman defeat to revolt against the Romans.
Yes, however the Samnites were defeated, and thus Rome's size grew once again to the entire Italian peninsula.
And the Pyrrhic Wars, after the Pyrrhic Wars, Rome expanded steadily until the start of the Punic Wars.
The dispute started with the island of Sicily, where the Greeks called for help against either the Greeks in Syracuse or the Carthaginians, who were both being nuisances at the time, and then, followed by a few more annoying and generally inconvenient events, Rome gets fully involved and gets into the Punic Wars.
During the Second Punic Wars, the Romans had to chase out Hannibal by attacking Carthage, which ultimately defeated Hannibal because he had to go home and defend his home.
However, they didn't exactly win either. They didn't gain any land from it. In fact, their expansion essentially stopped. And with that, the Romans have basically conquered Italy, and in addition to the other Punic Wars, they have gone to Greece and the rest of the Mediterranean. So, don't mess with the Romans. I don't see what's so great about Rome these days. I mean, it went from this giant empire, and now it's like this little tiny city.
It used to be larger than most modern-day countries.
Dude, nobody cares. Look, it went from this, see, look, this, it's pretty darn awesome, to this. It's this little tiny thing that's broken. I don't get it.
And now that you mention it, where is the rest of Rome?
Is it...